AITA for suggesting to put my dog down. So, my family has two German Shepherds. One is 6 years old, and the other, which we got in 2021, is 2 years old. My first dog, Gucci, has been a sick boy. At 8 months old, he contracted parvo. For anyone who doesn't know, it's pretty deadly, especially for a young dog. We somehow kept him alive by force feeding him food and medicines, and running around the veterinarian clinic at least 3 times a day. Before the disease, he used to be a happy boy, but after it, he became weirdly violent, especially towards me because I was the one who used to force feed him food. In the span of 6 years, he has bitten each and every family member of mine, my mother, sister, brother, and me about 7 times. These bites weren't playful, they were deadly. He almost broke my arm once, but my mom was just not ready to let him go, saying that it's cruel and he's protecting himself. Most of these violent episodes have occurred whenever I have tried to give him medicines. Apart from that, he's pretty unpredictable, and we don't know when he would just pounce on us, so we started staying away from him. Now, because he was also especially violent towards guests, we started locking him upstairs on the 3rd floor terrace so that he could run around but stay away from the guests. We would never leave him alone. My other dog would also always be with him. Now, since they used to stand on the railing with both their paws sometimes, my mother decided to get the whole area caged with an iron grill so that it's safe, but at the same time, they'd be able to look around. One day, my maid forgot to close the window on one of those grills, and my first dog, he jumped from the 3rd floor. We presumed he was dead. I went downstairs, and he was still moving. We rushed him to the hospital as quickly as we could, but still afraid that he might bite, I had to be very cautious while lifting him and keeping him in the car. The doctor did his first aid, and the next day, after running some tests, he told us that his hind legs were broken without repair, and he would be paralyzed for the rest of his life. Now, because he was still injured, we started keeping him downstairs. Naturally, he couldn't get up to urinate or poop, so every day, we have to somehow get him to the side while making sure that he doesn't bite, because he's still growling despite his state, and clean him. This has been going on for a week now. Last night, though, I suggested to my mom that we euthanize him. She got raging mad at me and started saying things like I'm insensitive and I would do the same to her if she got sick, and that I was the one who got him in the first place. She never wanted a dog. Now she won't have a sin on her by putting him down without his will because he's still eating. I couldn't rationalize with her, but my only contention was that I am not trying to run away from work or putting in the effort. It's just that he wouldn't let us help him, and we have to be afraid for our lives every second. Now, he has also lost all control over his bowel movements and is unable to even get up to drink water. Am I the asshole for suggesting to euthanize him?